Warning. The stunts in this movie. Hey, shut the f up!
Shad. Hey, Keeks.
Hey,
India.
Woo,
So
India,
say.
we coming in hot, bro.
India. Big dogs. Chad, good morning. Hope everyone is doing well. Big shout out to, before we start, big shout out to our boy Ed for his segment this morning. Only up and onwards from here, but I have to be honest, for a first shot, that was absolutely phenomenal, Keeks. I don't know what you rate.
Nah, that was great. It was awesome, bro. First one in the bag.
Chad, how's everyone doing? Everyone doing well. Tariq already starting us off with a young donor there. Where's that horn? We need to get an air horn in here as well. Tariq, beautiful. There we go. Chad, hope everyone had a beautiful weekend. Sorry guys, before we start, JSE guys, in and out this morning. Crazy. We'll talk about it now, but for the JSE guys, you knew already. Sells, that thing literally did almost 25k this morning. So in and out already, but we'll talk about it now. Keeks, how was the weekend? Good?
Good, bro. Actually, a very busy weekend, but good weekend. Your side?
No, good. Yeah. It was good. It was good. We went, Chad, no, it was good. Can't complain. I just know, Chad, listen here. I know some of you took some gold buys or sells. I don't know what you did on Friday, but around about, I think, 6 o'clock, my DMs were flooded. Chris, why is gold dropping when this and that? And I knew the boys are in some bad positions. And I said, gents, it is Friday. We put NFP on a stretcher, close the charts. You're done. Close it. We're going to keep it moving. It's a new week. It's a new day. So I know some of you couldn't help yourselves. So if you did that, we're going to talk about it, okay? But before we start, as always, we're going to start with our prayer this morning. And the Bible says, if you do not know how to pray, pray this very simple prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
All right, Chad. Beautiful. Let's get going this morning. Yeah, Chad, I'm actually going to kick off the week with a little long on gold here. Sorry, guys, it is a little bit all over here. Before we start here, the 4 hour, damn, is that $10? Jeez Louise. Okay, but that's fine. Hope I'm not too slow. Sorry, Keeks. It is wild, yeah. Wild. I think I might have missed it. Let's just see. Yeah, chat, I'm going to show you guys now. Let me actually just share my screen. Let me just do this quickly. Okay, let's do that. Alrighty, Chad, we are all over the place here this morning. Yeah, for the guys that know, this is the guys that know, they know why we took this 4 hourly. There's that break above. No top wick on this 4 hourly. Took some longs here. Very wide stop. Just place your lot sizes accordingly. It's almost 85 pip stop, but I am going for last week's highs. Let me just do this quickly. So take it, don't take it. I'm going for that flat body area there. Almost a $44 move. 24.72. Let me just set my stops here real quick, Chad. So this is a little bit of a swing play. Not gonna say, oh, it's high risk, this or that. And any play has got. I'm still risking 1%. Every trade has got the exact same risk. We don't know where price is going to go. 24.72. Okay. There we go. 24.72. Almost done, yeah. 24.19. Sorry, it's just 2 accounts, Chad. Okay. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. We can get going here. Sorry, Chad. Let's go here real quick. Alright, guys. This week we don't really have a lot going on. Already did a weekly prep with the 2G's members last night. It's only Tuesday, which is relatively busy, and today. The rest of the week is relatively chalk. Today we're going to have a busy day. A lot of PMIs coming out of Europe. A lot of PMIs, or not a lot, PMIs coming out of the US. Tuesday, RBA interest rate decision, and then Wednesday, some import data. Coming out of China. And then Thursday, nothing Thursday really. Friday, some CPI figures coming out of Germany. And some labor data out of North America, Canada. Alright, so Canada on deck. So not too much to look out for. DXY, let's start off the week on the weekly. Let's see where we are. DXY on the weekly, we can confirm that we are bearish. Let me do this and let's see if it will save. Okay, bearish on the week. Why are we bearish? It is very simple. We can see that on the weekly we rejected this previous breakout zone all the way up there. Closed bearish. I told the guys last night, so we've already tapped that level that we were expecting to tap. Makes it a little bit tricky. Yearly pivot sitting here, bouncing off that yearly pivot. That pivot prints only once every 12 months. I do expect if we cannot trade below here, we could see somewhat of a pullback, maybe all the way to that neckline, but let's see. Interesting week ahead. Daily time frame, beautiful. There you can see daily is also bearish, already breaking Friday's low, already coming to the downside. And there is the outside potential to come and test either one of these two breakout zones up here. So just be very aware for a potential very aggressive pullback. Okay, but daily, quite a nice level that we traded into, and you were always going to find some buyers in that region. Chad, just look left with me. That was always going to be an area where buyers are at least, or even if it's algorithmic driven, there was going to be some demand there. 4 hour, it is just one way down. We want to see at least some type of pullback into the early part of this week. Okay, 80 is still relatively strong bearish. Let's see if the 80 can start flipping above the 200 there. If we can see a deeper pullback. Previous daily low, Friday's low right there. That is one level that we're going to need to monitor. Monthly S1 here, reject that, and we are going much lower. But again, Chad, Keegan would agree with me. We had a chat about this last night. Let the data simmer. Let the data, the data came out Friday. So let the European guys get into it Monday, tomorrow, Tuesday, and by Wednesday, we would see what the feel and the overall look is for the dollar. Okay, so don't stress yourselves out now with these big moves. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely not saving. Bearish on the weekly. We are super bearish on the weekly. Daily is also bearish. Let me just change that. If anyone has any tips how I can get it to save, please let me know. Okay, weekly bearish. Took previous weekly high right there. That is the liquidity sweep. We can say we close back inside of this range. So the bigger range that we expect price to move in now is this range here, this range down here, and then also the intermediate range is somewhere in there. I think Keys will also have like a key level there, and that is the downside range. The upside range that we can potentially retest is up here at the weekly pivot, but that still remains to be seen. Nice break here of this neckline. We can see price potentially coming back to retest that as well, but we are bearish, Chad. It is bearish. When do we see a pullback? I don't know, but we will be ready for it. Okay, taking Asia lows. 80 is still very much bearish. Okay, previous daily low. I will say if we can trade above here, we could see a potential pullback into NYSE. Otherwise, if we reject here, we're going for those lower levels. Right, chat? So very simple. US 30 Nasdaq, real quick here. Weekly, also bearish. Okay, guys, so Nasdaq didn't even play. For Project G, guys, last night, me and Keegan spoke about it. So Nasdaq didn't even play around. Nasdaq just straight went for it, full throttle. We were talking about this level here, and I drew the scenarios out. But yeah, so this is almost at the weekly target down here. Very quick and aggressive move. Nasdaq futures almost down 5%, Chad. That's 890 points on the index. Massive. It is bearish. Daily also, we mentioned bearish. Project G members, beautiful break of structure there. Just absolutely collapsed. I said the first target would be that 200. So, Chad, now it's just a case of wait and see. It's almost 5% down. Circuit breakers would have hit on the futures. If you don't know what the circuit breakers is, it's where they actually halt trading just to stop the bleed of panic selling going on. I'm not going to touch it. This is at the low. It's already down 5%. Will I try and buy it? Absolutely not. Let's keep it moving. Gold. Okay, beautiful. Gold weekly. All right, Chad. Let's talk about gold on the weekly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful is all I can say. Let's just do this, then I'm done. Okay, so gold on the weekly. This is the first time in history of gold that we've had a bullish body closure above this level. The first time ever. Last week. So this is pretty massive for me. I'm willing to take a shot on bullish gold this week. I want to see us go and take out these two little highs here. And if we reverse, then I'm fine. But I want to trade up to these two relatively equal highs there. And then actually beautiful. Straight down, retesting that breakout zone. So we don't even have to come back there. Daily as well, what I mentioned was that previous breakout zone retest, monthly pivot being retested, pushing up, and weekly pivot there. Key level. If today's daily candle closes something like this, gold is gone tomorrow, Chad. If today's daily closes like this, we are gonzo for the rest of the week. So daily still neutral, 2 consecutive bearish daily candle closures, and then 5 minute. Let's just check the 5 minute here real quick. We'll do the grids now. There's that key level. That's that position we took a little bit earlier at the start of the stream. Let's see if we can hold above that weekly pivot. Then I think we are good. Asia lows untapped. Asia highs taken. That's the only concern for me. So that is why I say this is not even a chat. It's a position. It's not risky. It's 1%. Do your math accordingly. But I'm bullish. Let me just quickly save this before I go over to the grid quickly. Then I'm done. Just the grid quickly here. Okay, there we go. Trading below the 200 EMA, 15 minute. 15 is also up there. Okay, a little bit risky, Chad. A little bit risky here. Not gonna lie to you, going into this session, 80 is still bullish. I'm gonna say we need to get above this level to really get super bullish on gold. Otherwise, that daily flip zone, that's gonna become a rejection level. And before we end off here, just want to show you guys the JSE strat there, producing some gold here this morning, in and out. But yeah, we'll chat a little bit more about that. Keegs, shot my brother, over to you.
Perfect. All right, guys. So DXY, pretty much doing what we spoke about last time on our prep call. So said to the guys who wanted to trade to this level, daily key level 102,700. Obviously, for a little bit short of it after last week, we said we wanted that break and almost to trade into this range by this week. But obviously, how bad the results were last week Friday, we almost hit it on Friday. And then literally now, I've taken the trade and won momentum. As I said to the guys, I'm bearish now across the board for dollar. No long term short. It's just bearish right now. And I said there's two things that can happen. You can see that big fall to the downside. A lot of guys trying to fade it. They want to see these gap closures, things like that. And I don't think it's going to happen. You got to get that one-way momentum over here. So we are now broken underneath that level. We are still holding underneath that level. You've got the monthly S1 just underneath that. So for me, very simple. If this thing even holds under the monthly S1, dollar is still going to get cooked. If anything, it has a chance to maybe try and fight back. Would only be for me looking at anything above this daily key level, and purely that just comes down to day count. So Monday, Tuesday, we could see a type of move doing something like that. Your daily pivot, EQ, weekly pivot up there. But for me, again, I think that's even too much price to allow back for the dollar. So you can maybe just get a little bit of a fake out of these highs, this little range we have over here. then back in, and that downward momentum. But as I say, for me, I'm very, very much bearish across the board there. When it goes to Nasdaq, obviously the guys are already touching on that. The idea of, again, circuit breakers only being hit. I mean, we had 4.8 now. Your 5 was probably about there. So for me, with this type of momentum, again, literally what we said to you guys last night, I said to you was we were going to hold this level and probably just waterfall down, where we gap down, holding that level and just waterfalling all the way down here. Daily key level of 1700 basically. And again, for me, very, very simple with this type of moves, guys. You don't understand how big of a move this is. Just to give you a reference, for me personally, the last time I saw this happen was when COVID came out. When COVID was released to the world and made the announcement, a lot of guys made a lot of money on that, and this was that panic selling. And for me, when this is happening here, you're not going to catch this falling off. This is not something you want to try catch. So personally, I don't even want to look at Nasdaq today. For me, this chart it's off the board. I don't even want to look at it today. US 30 on the other hand, I mean, still almost, if you want to say, not even 9 o'clock here in the morning, and it's basically 1% down. I said to you guys last week, one of them was lying to us. We had US 30 still trading a bit more bullish compared to Nasdaq, and I said to you, there's a good chance that one of them are lying. And at the end of the day, we had to wait all the way till Friday. But we found out that, again, US 30 was actually the one lying and had the massive bearish turnaround also to the end of it. Obviously, we talk about this, guys, very simply for me. This is your commodities. Everyone pulling out of it right now. So, again, that for me is where a lot of guys talk about the fear of recession. Okay, but now what does it actually mean for the market? So, when it comes to your US 30, Nasdaq, that fear of recession is, again, for me, in a nutshell, that your European investors, this does not look attractive to them at all. And that's where they start pulling that money out of it. So you're going to see all of that money being pulled out. I'm sure everyone saw the posts about that money. That's all been left. And again, since COVID, this hasn't happened. So we've seen that big move to the downside. I do not think it's going to stop until we get anything on the economical side that's going to show us differently. This is a fear right now. So until, again, people aren't going to go and say, Chris, you're going to become a millionaire tomorrow. It's nice to hear that, but until you probably see some results of that, he's not going to believe that. So, again, same thing here with this. This panic selling is not going to change until we see anything. So, for me, again, you've now got this little level over here. We can trade up to, again, this level of resistance. You got your monthly S1, if I'm correct, over there. Let me just go to a higher time frame to see what that is. Yeah, monthly S1. We have your monthly S1 to trade off of over there. So I don't even think we'll probably get around those Asia highs. You might maybe in New York session get a little bit of a wick trying to fight back. But at the same time, that cash open, again, they're going to be pricing in a lot of the damage that's been done. So a lot of guys, as I say, as long as we are under this level of rejection, the monthly S1, similar to DXY, I think you're going to get still that massive sell-off back down to this key level over here around the weekly S1 and your daily S2. So we'll see that start to play in for us over there. And then for gold, this is where it gets interesting for me. Gold, I am bullish. Now you got to understand, on this time frame, you can see on the weekly, we closed over here for the first time. We took out these highs, but we had a weekly closure all the way up over there. So that's showing that momentum come in. Now for me, again, if you're on Project G, that's that level of resistance turned support now. So we are holding that as support. Also your retest on the monthly pivot. Now we want to start seeing this thing flip. So on the 4 hour, you can see us moving and holding that. We obviously marked out this level for us last night where we wanted to see a little bit of a pullback, because obviously we don't want to go all the way back down to take those lows, but we wanted to find a little bit of intra level to trade off of. So on the 1 hour, we could find these candle closures, these high levels over here, which we identified. There when we start going over to the 15, very, very simple for me, guys. I just want to see this hold. Once we can even get above this and probably even above the weekly pivot with a hold above it, I'm going to look to go long all the way back to Asia highs. Very, very simple terms, because again, this is now where guys want to talk about gold being a safe haven. All that money that's being pulled out of your commodities, again, your indices, US 30, Nasdaq, this is now those people. Remember, they don't want to pull that out and put that in their bank accounts. They're going to put it into something else, and that is where gold shows its colors as a safe haven. So that is why when everything else is going to be going bearish, dollar, Nasdaq, US30, we want to be seeing that bullish momentum on gold as well. So we can see that trade up now. Your Asia highs technically with an untest over there, and we want to see that big move back to the top side. So for me, once we get back above weekly pivot, holding that level, I'm going to look to go bullish from there onwards. So very, very simple one for me going into this week. Obviously, we just want to see what Mondays do, because as we always talk about, the true daily range and day cycle, your Monday and Tuesday falls under your Friday. So we can either see the continuations or possible pullback. So that's what we're going to watch out for, because two things are going to happen here now. When we talk of just that, this was your Friday move. That was the majority of our Friday move. That is bigger than everything else. So you have a bearish Friday. So as I say, Monday and Tuesday is either going to continue that, or we are going to reverse that. So that's what I say. You're either going to get a nice big buy off here to take that over, or you're going to see that continuation sell. Very simple as that when we just talk about the true day cycle. So for me, I say I am bullish, but we just want to be quite aware of that. Once Monday gives us that closure we're looking for, very, very simple moving forward. But yeah, as I say, guys, gold and US30 probably all I'm going to look at today. Nasdaq off of the charts for me today. I see on Bloomberg they're calling for the Fed and ECB to come out and speak so they can calm the markets. Yeah, they're going to need to, bro. That's what I said for me. This was where, if you guys understand, when we have this FOMC, they keep talking about if Powell they're worried he's leaving things for too late. This is literally that situation. He's now being caught with his pants down. They are now in the ones that have to play catch up with the market. So it's all about damage control right now. Morning GG's Chris, J200 and more TP. Yeah, he was in and out quick. The fact that Iran-Israel conflict might happen in 48 hours, we could see a huge bullish movement on gold. Yeah, that for me is old news, so you wouldn't be worried about that. Keep in mind things like that. Otherwise, we can literally, as you say, you can still be having massive bullish momentum because of Russia and Ukraine, because technically that hasn't ended. But once it's old news, remember, markets have priced that in. So unless there's like something dramatic that happens in it, like they won't really price that in for geopolitical. I really think it's chalked. Gold, I'm going 2400 liquidity first. You can do that, brother. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, Chad, let's get into it. Fundamental chat. We've got 40 seconds. We're going to open up these markets now. Hope you guys are ready. For our fundamental guys, Bevan, Slashy, and Dylan, big shout out to you guys for providing the fundamental chat every single morning, without doubt. And then also big shout out to Ed. Hope you guys went to go and watch, support Traders Next Door. We've got quite a bit planned for that little segment as well. And then Friday, chat, unfortunately, believe it or not, doing things live, you've got very little margin for error. Okay, Friday, we all, the team takes it on the chin, but somebody plugged in the USB cable from the Atom into the slow USB, not the blue one, not the high speed one.
Your USB 2, not your USB 3.
Yes, and that's why it was lagging. And then when I restarted Streamlabs, it wanted to do a 2 gig update, or I don't know what up. And then it was chalked. We had to get ready for NFPs. So we'll get Miles on again. We are going to host another Friday show. Or we haven't even hosted one. That one literally just had a little takeoff, like done. A little puff of smoke, like done. But chat, markets are open and in motion. This is the official round one. Ding, 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 ding. Fight. All right, let's get into the fundamental chat. BG, yen appreciates due to potential safe haven flows. Aussie dollar depreciates as risk aversion emerges due to fear of US recession. Pound USD hovers around 12800. Asian stocks stumble on recession fears. This is the mother of all risk. Piper Sandler warning Warren Buffett is selling stocks a lot, including Apple. Damn, okay. Interesting. In other news, 3 local South African news reporters are out of jobs due to the emergence of an Forex-related news series on YouTube called The Traders Next Door. Where to from? Yeah, hitting us early there with, in other news, Slashy, Australian dollar declines, soft purchasing managers index data release on Monday. Australia composite PMI fell to 49.9 in July from 50.2 in June, with services PMI decreasing to 50.4 from 51.8. US dollar lost ground as recent downbeat employment data boosted expectations of a Fed rate cut in September. Asian equities decline as investors worried about a potential US recession and move to offload risk assets. YouTube is trying to hit you guys with ads, and I keep on skipping them, but YouTube is like, we want that ad revenue. We will hit you with the ad very soon, but Chris Marketable is blocking it left, right, and center. Asian equities decline as investors worry about a potential US recession and move to offload riskier assets. Equities fall as central banks adjust monetary policy and concerns grow about a potential hard landing for the US economy. Nikkei 225 index fell to 7-month lows as investors contend with the possibility of higher interest rates in Japan. Okay, Dylan Savage, Asia FX muted as dollar dips on recession fears. The RBA is widely expected to keep interest rates unchanged at the conclusion of a meeting on Tuesday, especially after recent inflation data showed mild cooling. Okay, oil falls as US recession fears offset Mideast tensions. Okay, traders are now attaching a 70% chance to the Fed cutting rates by 0.5 percentage point next month. Okay, traders next door making the boys sweat. Chat, yeah, that is the fundamental chat this morning. So hope you guys are ready. Tariq, we have honored that dono. We did blow the horn, eh?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, sorry. Circuit breakers is 7%. Carly, you're right. Circuit breakers is 7%. That is when. But Chris is correct that the Asian markets were closed when NFP came out on Friday, and news is only hitting them now. Correct. Let it settle, Chad. It usually takes around about 2 to 3 days for everyone to now panic. The initial thing is everyone is panicking. Sell, hedge. Everyone's sitting down this morning. It's like, okay, where to from here? These are the options. What is the Fed going to do? Or the Fed got it cut by 0.5 basis point. The Fed's going to come through with some repo operations. The Fed's going to make sure that the majority of the banks are still liquid. So not too much to stress about at this stage yet. Okay. Remember that, here's the thing, Chad, that data, that NFP data is technically old news. NFP was already, that weaker economy or that weaker data was already happening last month. It only printed on Friday, all right? So it's not like anything, it's not like on Friday the entire US economy collapsed. No, it's just the print was now evidence that the economy is slowing, and that's why everyone panicked, okay? But that data was already being, how can I say, developed or in motion last month. It's not a case of we finding it out now and Friday the entire US economy just slowed down. On 2:30, the entire US economy, no. The slowdown of the economy has been ongoing. It's something myself and Keegan were chatting about. More Keegan than me. Keegan was talking about it quite a number of times, but yeah, I wasn't too phased on it. 2Gs, what's your take on the fears of, would you guys agree that a recession? Amina, the question is, do you know what the technical term of a recession is? That is the thing. A lot of guys forget what the technical term of a recession is. It's a very it's a very big word to loosely throw around when you're talking about one of the biggest economies in the world. It's not something. It's a very as much as it's an objective statement, it's also somewhat subjective for some economists. Japan stock rout enters third day. Rip to tech stocks. AI bubble has popped. Might be. Chad, let me get this quickly before we forget. I must actually. This piece I'm gonna put in my office. We'll actually do some merch on it. Let me just get this for you guys quickly. Let me get this for you. What is this? Keeks, are you bullish or bearish on Ed?
I'm bullish, bro.
Are you bullish?
I'm bullish. What are you?
I haven't even. I'm neutral. I'm neutral on his stock. I think he's well priced at this stage, Ed. I have to find this. I have to find this one. Chad, chat to me. Who, after we ended the stream on Friday, who still traded? Just be honest with me. I know some of you that adrenaline was pumping. Some of you definitely got stuck in and you ruined your week. And there's no shame. I wanna chat about it, but who of you guys ruined your week on Friday? In literally that 2 hours, you completely ruined your week. Chat to me. Myself and Keegan have been there. We've actually ruined our weekends within an hour. I think that was my record the last time, many years ago. Actually ruined almost like 30 months of trading in like one afternoon. You don't need more than an hour to.
You can mess a lot up in an hour, bro.
Bro, you can even in 30 minutes. The way gold was moving on Friday, I think 30 minutes was enough to wreck your entire year.
Nah, you could have done some serious damage in that time, bro. I can tell you now, there were a lot of prop firm accounts blown in that time.
Yo, dude. Chad, be honest with me, and I did say. Close the charts now. Let's come back on Monday. I just want to find this one thing, Chad. I want you guys to go and print it. I'm gonna actually put it in a frame for me. Damn, I will find it. Sorry, Chad. I just want to find this one. Yeah, we already in gold longs here. A little swing. I don't usually swing, but I like this one. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I must just check if this is a high res one. Chad. So there we go. I made this for one friend of mine when everything was down. This basically gives you all of the major bear markets we were in. It gives you the length of bear market in months. It gives you the S&P decline percentage over that bear market, so how far we declined. and then the length of recovery in months. Okay. Again, probability states that 100%, forget the length of the recovery, there's a 100% probability that the markets will again go and take out the all-time highs. So even if we dip 57%, it might take 49 months to take out the all-time highs, but the probability is 100% in your favor. So I wanted to make a small, I never got to it. I'm actually going to do it today. I must actually still send it to her. And I said, because me and her, we were chatting and we were both like, oh yeah, we're down X amount of percent and shouldn't we wait to see something? And idiots, we should have been buying. And then afterwards we're like, we talked about buying this and buying that, and it's like, oh, in the moment we don't know, that thing could have dropped another 70%, whatever. And I'm like, no. That is what the markets do. And I'm not saying that now is the time to buy, Chad. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that the probability is in your favor when everyone is fearful. That cliche of buy when everyone is fearful, sell when everyone is super bullish. Okay. Okay, US 30 already shedding the bed here. Yeah, I think it's going to be relatively tough for anything to get out of the blocks here today. There's that previous daily low, as mentioned. That thing literally just tested it, already taking out the weekly low. Like I said, Nasdaq for me, not interested. Jason coming through here with a strong dono. Let me just mark this for me to find it later on Telegram. Jason, beautiful, my brother. Jason and Amina. Chad, thank you so much. 2 donos there. All right, guys. Sorry, let's get into the chat. Keegs, anything you seen there in the chat specific? Anything specific? Let's go through. Keegs, 222 strat on US with this market. Yeah.
That strat, to be fair, that strat proved
Called
everything
it.
it needed to on Friday. Even in a Friday.
Bro, that
It was
strat
right.
said so. Oh, yeah, okay, we technically hit TP. That was a...
Bro, like,
that was
that depends on the broker you were with. Like,
Chad.
I'm convinced the broker you were with, if you were with a different broker, you hit TP there.
I use Bitcoin as bank account, park all my withdrawals. I don't want to reflect on my bank account. Not much of a difference on its volatility if you have a long-term outlook. Yes, agree with Liesel. Jason Egerton. What happened, Jason? Did Jason pop something in the chat? Let me just see. Crypto and tech slumping today. Chad, beautiful NFP on Friday. We are honored and privileged to have produced another good result for the community. Here's the thing, it's always stressful when you trade with members. It's always stressful. It puts even though, here's the thing, you put money into an account that you're willing to lose. It's again, like we said, it's that thing that it is ego at the one side of it, but also there's that expectation. And it's cuck if you lose. Let's be honest. Don't think it's cuck. You don't want to lose. You do the prep, you do everything, and nobody's gonna be like, yay, Chris, we lost the news event, beautiful. I'm so keen to lose next time again. No, that is cuck. It's you don't want to be part of that, honestly. So there's always a little bit of nerves, especially around NFP. I feel like NFP has not been our best, even though we've had some very good ones. I think my last...
That is still the one we had the problem with.
Yeah, my last 2 NFPs were actually, I called it right. I was only trading NFP only trading gold for NFP, so I got it nicely in the pocket. But still, I told Keegs, both of us said the thing with NFP is it's whatever they want to print, they're gonna print it. It's not even. So that was good. That was good. The guys, Keegan went for the US 30 sells. I went for the for the gold buys. And yeah, the rest was history. The rest was history. On a stretcher, thank you, come again. Keegan now already saying he's selling his car for CPI. He's putting that on CPI and then he's buying a new car afterwards. Is that alright, Keegs?
Guys, someone was telling me that Chris wanted a bucky, so he actually told me that he's gonna give me his car for a very, very good price.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get the bucky, so it's a win-win for everyone. We're just gonna get CPI first.
Do you guys share how you find? Yes, dude, we share it actually days in advance. Wednesday we did our. You can, for example, you can ask anyone here in the private group, guys. Obviously, don't say that signal, but they already know what we want to do. For CPI, yeah.
Have anyone here that's in Prodigy? Have we already given you the call for CPI?
Chris, wanneer sal jy BE op die gold swing sit? Alleen hierso. Ek gaan hierso break even gaan. Min of meer daar. Yeah, they had the daily EQ and the daily pivot. That's where I'll go break even on it. In technical terms, I don't actually even want to rush it. Yeah, dude, I'm actually it's just a 1% risk. I'm willing to either hit TP or to hit the stops, because I literally worked out my stops to be exactly 1%. So it's not a massive. It's going to be a 4% trade overall, but I worked my risk out to be 1%. So I'm happy to lose 1%. I'm happy to lose 1%, 24.72. Yeah, I'm happy to lose the 1%. I'm not going to rush it. What I will say, if this 4 hour, let's say in the next hour and 40 minutes is like trading here somewhere, then obviously we can go break even. But in the short term, we're trading off this setup is off a 4 hour. So I'm going to at least give it 8 hours before I try. I'm not going to micromanage it. It's a 4 hour trade. So if you over leverage, then obviously you're going to be sweating some bullets here. But if your risk was accordingly, there's no need to sweat.
You can do it, Chris.
And this is the Mo strat, guys. I have to. Mo knows. Where's Mo? Let's just ask. If Mo is not in this trade, then I don't know what Mo is doing.
To be fair, I don't even know if he's opened his charts yet, bro.
Dankie Chris, waardeer jou insig en nie over leverage is iets net van yes. Because there are different circuit breakers on different markets, because Bitcoin. No, Bitcoin is unregulated, my brother. There's no circuit breakers there. The only circuit breakers there is the margin call on your account. That's the only thing breaking circuits there, but for the rest of it, it's based on the recessionary fears. The next CPI could be huge. Could this CPI not be a bigger one than June based on what the market? Okay, Chad. Again, I don't want to blow my own horn. What did I say, myself and Keegan, on Friday about NFP? This NFP being one of the biggest in 18 months. Did we not say that? And again, it's not to blow our own horn and be like, oh, Keegs, we're so fundamentally gifted, we call shit. No, it's just Chad. We said on Friday, this is going to be one of the biggest NFPs in 18 months. And it was one of the biggest in 18 months. Look at Nasdaq, look at US 30, look at gold. It was the biggest. This move on gold after the event down was almost $60. It is huge. It is massive. Okay. And we called that on Wednesday during the watch party. We said Fed calling for asymmetric risk now on CPI and NFP. NFP is now a thing again. NFP and CPI is, both of them are now in the same league. Both of them carry the same volatility. So now you've got two events where you can charge people 200 Rand to trade with you. Is it too soon, Keegs? Is it too soon? Sorry, man.
Gonna do some damage
Sorry,
control for
man.
the people.
Sorry,
bro.
Chad. Sorry. So there's two events for 200 Rand tour. Chris and Keegs, do you guys give more personal help on the news, trading CPI being my... Ethan, sorry, man. What do you mean by give more personal help on the news? We traded live with you, so I don't know what more help we say, like, hey, I'm entering now, and you hear guang, guang, and then we wait.
But Ethan, I'm pretty sure, aren't you in the group?
I don't think Ethan is in the group.
No, bro. Ethan, are you not in Prodigy?
Let's talk about Jason Noah's prop firm. What's there to talk about? You've got a guy posing with a wolf on a financial, so-called financial institution. That instills a lot of confidence, I would say. Keeks?
Yeah.
That's a place where I would love to throw some money.
That wolf is just gonna
Yes.
terrify the market.
Yes, a wolf. Because we know what wolves are there for. Wolves are there to instill trust. Wolves show that, not at all predatory. It's just something that really instills trust into people.
Bro, but I must say that video. Can you trust Alpha Thunder? Alpha Thunder is founded by Jason Noah, a trustworthy trader. Bro, what cock is that? Who wrote that?
Chad. Anyways, yeah. Chad, this trade is up more than 1-to-1. So, yeah, feel free if you want to go break even. Like I said, I'm willing. It's a 1% for me. It's not an over leveraged trade. It's a swing. Yeah, potential over 4% for me on this trade. If we can clap it this week, that could be beautiful. But we're still going to day trade here, Chad. We're still going to day trade. There's a lot of volume. Gold, this is the daily flip zone for gold.
Yeah, bro, so the Ethan is in Prodigy.
Oh, easy. Okay. I've missed a few. Swoosh, swoosh is the sound of silence. Yeah, then everybody starts sweating. But yeah, Chad, nothing to say about Alpha Thunder. I have to be honest. Jason Noah has got no. He's got no creativity. For instance, when they stole the opening bell, basically the exact, literally copy and paste. He got bleak about it. So he's got no real initiative. Even calling it Alpha Thunder, like Volt Thunder, Alpha Thunder. Anyways, prices are more or less the same. They don't even have MT5. They use DX which is very weird. I don't know anyone that has had a good experience with DX So they already, I think they are behind. Then, for instance, all of the stuff where they're trying to block traders from making money, the maximum daily profit.
That is the biggest load of shit.
Yeah, I don't know, Chad. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't trust it. I give it. I actually had more confidence in the twins getting that their prop firm off the ground, which obviously, obviously that jumped and collided in nose first. Keegan was that day in the office when I had a meeting with the two twins and Kojo, where they were asking for some help. But yeah, yeah, anyways. So, Jason, I expect some bad publicity before December. I think I expect some bad publicity before December. The night
He's also gonna
payouts.
tell us, no, man. He's gonna be the guy posting how he's paid out 3 million in the first month. Of the profit.
He will do that, and I can promise you that is a lie, just purely based on probability. Purely based. It took us almost 3 months to get our first payout on Vault Funder, and it took us almost 10 months to get like a big payout, that R500,000 payout. So, yeah, chat, I can't see them being truthful about anything they post. So, I can't see them being truthful about anything they post. But for me, if I was you, you know how I feel about it. Only 2 prop firms. You do your own due diligence, Vault Funder and FTMO. Those are the 2 prop firms you can use. And again, till this day, we have yet to deny a payout. So beautiful chat. Gold delivering here this morning. Stunning. Oh, Bonang. We're actually gonna send Bonang to Alpha Funder. They don't know, because the issue is Bonang is a man of faith, so he's got God in his side and he can trade. That is a lethal combo, Chad. If you wanna if you wanna taste the liquidity of a prop firm, you send that young man. You send him, and it's like, yo, Bonang will.
He's gonna approve if you're real or not.
No, he's gonna, bro. So there's 2 things that he's gonna do. He's gonna test your business, how strong your solvency is, and then he's also gonna test your faith. So you need to have faith when that man comes in, my bro. Because I'm actually gonna phone Bonang and say, listen here, my brother. So I'm gonna go with that 1 step. Now, especially with gold doing this, go with that 1 step and
Go nuke them, boys.
Yo, those boys don't know what's happening. Is Bonang in the chat? Bonang, I will sponsor you your first 2 mil. Little stealthy weapon you send out. See that prop firm? Yeah, Chad, go break even if you want. This is the zone where we can flip bearish. But yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm not going to micromanage this position.
Yeah, for me, guys, I couldn't have got in on that. I obviously wanted to retest on the weekly pivot, and this thing just ran. Bro, I'm actually so worried I'm going to get to trade the 222 today. Because Nasdaq's down. USD is now already 1.4% down.
Bro, it is looking... yeah, Chad, I'm literally waiting for... So we already have the position. The guys that were here early when we started the stream, we took the gold positions. I'm still looking for... potential re-entries, or not re-entries, more entries. So this will be the scalp entry. We've got the swing position running beautifully. The swing position is now running over 150 pips. That's literally your NFP move you caught now this morning. 150 pips. And then we're going to try and see if we can get another entry here. Markets are cooked. No, I don't think they're cooked. I think it's just a lot to take in. I think it was I think the markets were at somewhat of a stalemate for a couple of weeks, and there's a lot to think about now. 1,000 excuses already. Chris, as a trader, if you get told not to make more than a certain amount of profit in the market, it's a red flag. There's no growth there. I don't think is wise for. No, Tissy, here's the thing. Everything that they're already portraying is to block traders from making money. The same with Mad Charts' prop firm that never got off the ground. Everything was there to prohibit traders from making money. You had a maximum, you get a soft breach if you make more than your maximum profit. I don't know, it was weird. Keegan still showed it to me. It was a weird. And the fact that here's the thing, I would have had a little bit more faith in Jason if it was just Jason, but now it is Alex G with him. Dude, Alex G.
Bro, you know the worst part for me? The broker. DX trade. Bro, I've got nightmares today still of DX trade. That alone, I will not touch that account.
Thanks, Chris. 2K collected and break even applied. Beautiful, my brother. Yeah, we could be technically done for the week before NYSE. This trade is running beautifully. Beautifully. You just need this 4 hour to flip now, and I think it is gone. It is going to run. But lock it in, Chad. Like I said, if you want to...
Oh, Linden.
Hey, Linden,
Weekly
baby.
target reached.
Woo,
Thank you, G.
350. Bro.
First trade of the day, of the week, and his weekly target hit.
London. Jeez Louise. Hey, bro. London is not playing. London is... what's happening with the Ultimate Trader? What do you mean, what is happening? It is happening.
Yeah.
What do you mean, what is happening with the Ultimate Trader? All of us, I don't know about Shaq, but all of us had beautiful calls with our members. I just want to give a big shout out to 8 out of the 10 people in the top 10 is from my group. So big shout out to you guys. You guys have been listening. You guys have been executing. And this little strat here was given to them. This little, the boys will tell you that this... Keegan was actually sitting here in the office. Keegs, you know what we were...
Nah, bro, I promise this week, I'm having a cack-out session with my members. Nah, bro, I promise you, I'm having a cack-out with him this week.
Chad, yeah, so 8 out of the 10 is from my team. So, yeah, beautiful. Kiash, I think you're in the top 10. So obviously you're not following. I think almost I've seen Kiash in the top 10. Chad, let me actually go here. Wait, where's the post? Did they not post it? What's going on here?
They took it down. Just mute the...
Hey, could be compliance.
But like, what could be the issue with it?
I don't know. Okay, Chad, it's weird. Compliance had an issue. Let me just show you guys I must have a meeting with them. Yeah, so they took both the leaderboards down. Chad, that's one thing about compliance is
Bro, they're not me.
it
They
is
are not
always even interviews where you ask people questions. The way people answer, some of the stuff is not even allowed. I'm like, dude, it's an interview, and then compliance is just like, nah. Where did I'll show it to you guys. It was on. I still saw it over the weekend.
Yeah,
But
I saw it. We still shared it. It was on our.
Let me just find it. Yeah.
Bro, can I not like, even though it's 4 weeks left, can I not like re-enter Alan?
Alan?
Yeah,
Why?
that's like my golden boy. Yeah,
Alan.
he was listening, bro. I have faith he'll catch it.
Like, where did you post the? Sorry, guys, I just want to find it.
I did. Nah, I think it's just for me. It's typical Monday. Hey, yesterday. I mean, I was actually tired yesterday, but today I think it's just like a typical Monday. And I mean, the markets are just like gold, for example, is probably the only trade I would have taken today, and that for me is like gone. So I'm going to get in there. US30, as I said, Nasdaq. I'm not going to trade now. So it's kind of like for me, yeah. I'm vibes here now. Twitter had a post for about 2 minutes.
Your compliance. No, we need to. Yeah, I think compliance has got a vendetta against me.
Bro, they are a pain.
I think the compliance team, because I'm on them. But anyways, we'll. No. So it's still ongoing. We actually had, believe it or not, Shaq had a person that got funded, and that person blew up.
No
Bro,
ways.
I promise you, mad.
Wait, one of the ones that were the top two.
No.
Because the one that were the top two, I still saw the one is like he's about to blow up, and the other one is he is in drawdown.
Dude, I'm talking funded up. Like funded and positive.
And in profit, yeah.
Dude, you could have parked the bus there for weeks to come. For weeks to come. You could have just parked the bus there. Waited every single week. You don't make a move.
Pretty nice. They're going to know how I felt.
Kiash, if I'm not mistaken, I think Kiash is definitely in the top 5. Kiash, I just asked the team now to quickly send it to me. Okay, nobody is checking it. Let me just phone them quickly. Kiash should definitely on there. I saw. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you number 1. What are you talking about, Kiash? Kiash being like, oh, what is happening with Ultimate Trader? I don't know what is happening. I love it, Kiash. That simple, like, oh shit, am I number 1? Chad, yeah, I thought I saw Kiash. There you go. Compliance for some reason took this down. I think it's at 2Gs. I think it's the 2Gs. Because 2Gs is on there. I think that is the issue. Okay, I see it.
What does that have to do with anything?
No, it's on Vault Funder. I think they have an issue with that, but we'll chat about it. But there you go, chat. This was on Friday. Kiash phase 2, 0%. But it's all to do with the phases. So Craig, phase 2 down 1.27. Then Jay Franch, phase 2, but down almost 10%. So
Bro, you know what I have a problem with?
What is that?
That literally anything from 7th and down, you just need to have 1%. 1%. And my boys will be on the leaderboard. Which is telling me one thing.
The boys are...
All of them are in drawdown.
Okay, we need to talk about that.
Oh my word.
But Chad, Kiash, well done. I don't know, Craig. Is Craig in the chat here? Craig, let us know what's happening here, brother. What is happening here? No, Kiash, you can't say Chris, my mentor. You in Shaq's team. So, this Bester, I don't know who this Bester is, but you know what concerns me is the fact that Andre was up 8%, and I don't even see him now. Andre, where's Andre? Things really took a turn for the worst here.
To be fair, remember he did say the one day, he said he calls on cuck.
Nah, no, but to catch on cuck from 8% up in your face, what? That's a lot of cuck you need to catch on. Andre.
Where's Andre? He is here in the chat.
We must still book his flights.
Yeah, we can shoot it after this. Because you know when he's coming.
Yo, Andre.
That's crazy. I had selected you because I'm on Shaq's course.
That's weird. But well done, Kiash.
No, but the green is yours.
No. The green is Shaq. I'm red. You blue.
I'm pretty sure you green.
If you go to Vault Funder,
I'm pretty sure you green, bro.
I swear. You'll see Ultimate Trader. If you go to the player cards.
I know I'm blue, but I'm pretty sure you green.
So I'm red, you blue, Shaq's green. Check the player cards. So that's where the colors come in.
I even joined your meetings, Chris.
No, I think
We must get the back end to check there.
I think that's a scam account. Then you joined.
There's Andre. He's minus 5%.
But we make it up. All right. No re-entry for me. Like I said, it's either last year for me or it's the take profit. Yeah, I can't micromanage the position. So if you took your profits there at that red zone where I said we can potentially reject, you're more than welcome to have done that. But for me, this is a swing position. So, I'll most probably only start looking at managing it, not this 4-hour close, but the next 4 hours, so in 5 hours time. Wherever we are in 5 hours, that's when I will come back and say, okay, what's happening here? Let's check your dollar. Dollar still just on its way down. Dollar just still very, very weak at this stage. US 30 holding up relatively okay. 1.4% is not nothing, but it's relatively alright. Nasdaq starting to show some resilience. Asia lows untested, actually gapped down on Sunday. Just straight down. I don't know how many guys tried to buy. I remember this would have been me years ago. Like, okay, this is the bottom. And I buy, clapped. This is now the bottom, clapped. That is the bottom, clapped. I wake up on my way to work. Okay, maybe I should start selling here. Clapped. It's Chad. I know this feeling. I've seen it. I've done it. Is it too late to enter? It is too late, DMAC, unfortunately, but we will be hosting another one early next year. Early next year, but also what we will be doing now in the coming months is actually have trading competitions where it's not in this format, where it's just purely you enter the trading competition, you trade, and that's how it's going to be. This one we just wanted to add a little bit more of an element of mentorship where guys can join and can actually get some education on top of the challenge. So I feel it's a good way of giving back as well to the trading community. I feel like it's a very good way to give back. Because when I started trading many years ago, there weren't initiatives like this. Prop firms weren't even a thing at that stage. Kiash, I think there's about 3 weeks left, eh? 3 weeks left, if I'm not mistaken. 3 or 4 weeks left, and yeah. Then we will announce the winners, and yeah, I don't think this one will do an event, but for the next one, we're actually gonna have an event for like the top 5, where it's gonna be we will maybe invite the top 5 for like a weekend away. So we'll have some guest speakers. We'll have some almost like an event. I don't want to say a mastermind event, but it's going to be an event where you can network. The prizes will be given out there. That's the idea, to grow to that level. But for this one, there'll be like a nice social media launch, announcement. Yeah, depending, Kiash, I think you in Cape Town, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Bro.
So
9 out of the 10 spots are yours.
really,
That was a mistake. Kiyosh is in your team.
is Kiash?
He is
on?
your team.
Sure, Chad.
Hey.
Sure. I don't know. I don't know, Chad. I think it's just a chat I had with the guys. Just okay. Let me. So the first week, guys, believe it or not, before we started chatting trading strategies, before we started chatting about how to get good, Chad, the first thing you can ask the guys is, I said, okay, listen, yeah, this is a competition. So 6-week competition. What do we need to do? We just need to make sure that everyone on this call is still around. You still have an active account. You don't have to shoot out the lights. You just have to be around. So I told the guys, so firstly, think about the long game. And after that, the first session was purely psychology. We just did psychology, entries, trade management. And I told the guys, I said, technically you could be a winner, like Ian said, having a phase 1, just not, you haven't even taken a trade.
Profit.
You haven't taken a trade on it. Okay, Kiash, I apologize. I apologize. But yeah, Chad, that's so from a technical point of view. From a technical point of view, I told the guys it's still a competition. So how do we make sure we're still around? 2Gs, when getting your domain, did you add the trading on purpose? Because I entered 2gs.com by mistake and GoDaddy got it for 20K. No, we actually went for 2Gs trading, Liesel. We went for exclamation. Is it exclamation G, Keeks? For
I think so.
I think it's exclamation G. He told me not stress now. Look, no, Kiash, don't stress. We've got our call on. Oh no, shit! It's not. It's not. Oh no, it is. There's it. 2gstrading.com. We had to put. What did I call it? The koppelteken. The little minus sign. What is it called in English? In Afrikaans, it's a koppelteken. There's
Hyphen.
a hyphen. Yeah. So we had to add the hyphen, otherwise it looks weird. 2GS. It just looks aesthetically not high fan. Yes. Sometimes we get high and we become high fans. Okay. Thank you guys. Papa Chris for the dub. Sounds good. Y'all for real changing the trading game in SA. No, you guys are. The guys that are actually participating. We just show up every day and you are the guys that
Bro,
participate.
you know what I think about how funny that is? Is that like My boys were doing so well the first week, and now they all blew up.
Did they blow up?
Okay, well, the other was leader, blew up. Then the ones are clearly in drawdown because they're not even on the board anymore. Then you had a few, and Shaq almost was whitewashing the leaderboard. Now all of these guys are gone, and you literally have 9 spots on the leaderboard.
So now they're gonna say like we wanna
What
audit
happened,
it,
bro?
not audit. Where's Kiash? Audit. Is that the right way to say it?
Hold on. So, okay,
Audit.
bro, just give me one thing, because this is one thing I wanted to explain to people. Again, with this whole competition was to be coaches, guys.
Yeah.
And I think Chris agrees with me on this. We're not here to spoon feed you. That's not the thing. Because then you're not a trader. Then you just join a bloody signals group. You want to become a trader, you need to learn how to be a trader. You need to learn all the aspects of it. Like you said,
I think I know where you go. Yeah.
you started psychology, you started all that. Trust me, these are the same things I did with my guys. But now my question comes. Obviously, I know
Okay.
you did that literally the most recent call because I was in the room.
Yeah.
Before that, had you given them any type of literal strategy?
No.
No. So literally, that was the first call you actually gave them something to trade with.
Yeah, that's the first, and the only reason. So the first one I did, we talked about. I asked the guys what are they struggling with,
Yeah.
and I said because I want to set a baseline of what is the temperature in the room, because I can't go on and I'm like, oh, teach ICT stuff, and the boys are like, no, listen here, dude, we've got a strategy. We just struggle with entries, for instance. So that first meeting was to set a baseline of where everyone was at. And after that, I spoke about how to stay in the competition. We talked about the emotional side of trading, and we spoke about trade management. We spoke about how to potentially evolve your own trading. One of the key things that the guys mentioned was that he was getting stopped out and then price would go in his way. So I said, double up your stop loss. There where your original stop was, enter another position, and then you've averaged in and then still go for the same target. And I said, because you're telling me if that's the concurrent theme that you're getting stopped just where you get stopped out, it goes in your favor. So double your stop, enter another position there, and some stuff like that. And then, for instance, that call when Keegan was sitting here, again, I was talking very, very high level, like trade entry stuff. And then some of the guys said, dude, I don't really have a strategy. And I gave them a very simple strategy to follow. And yeah, that is...
Because that's my thing, bro. You can't spoon feed people.
No.
Like, my thing is, there's guys, even, yeah, let's just put it this way. So, for example, how many guys have we given concepts to in Project G, even? Guys go and use it, and they're killing it.
Yeah.
The other guys know the concept, but they're doing nothing
yeah.
with it.
I
And
think,
I'm like, what do you guys want us to do? What do you want from
wait,
us?
I'm gonna chat about it now. I'm gonna P, maybe for a TP. I don't know. Maybe just a P for a P. Maybe TP. I don't know. But I'll see you guys now. Fax machines in the chat.
Because that's the thing, bro. Like, and I said to you guys, you know what? Again, I'm not trying to throw hate on our people, guys. So please, like, we just want to be real and raw. That's what we've always been with you guys. And it's a case of, like, what do you expect from us? Because you literally have concepts that were given to other guys, and they've taken and ran with it, and they're killing it. And then you get other guys who are sitting there going, but what must I do? Like, I know this, but now what? Like, go apply it, bro. Go do something. So the guys, I always say, the guys that are going to do well are the ones that are going to go the extra mile. They're going to study. They're going to take a concept. They're going to run with it. They're going to make it work. Other guys are going to sit there and they're waiting for something. Like, I don't know what you're waiting for. Prodigy has made a mega difference to my trading. That's me, guys. I wish I could have been in the Ultimate Trader. this concept is only selective info. Honestly, psychology is 80% of trading. The rest is strategy. And I think Chris diving that point, I just needed the support telling me how I think when I'm trading. Kiosh, no, that's the thing, bro. I 100% agree with that. So, obviously, I'm not going to go too deep in what we've covered with our guys, but it's been psychology. It's been mental. It's been, I always talk about everything. Like, you know what, it might sound like those old military like skills. You're going to learn everything else before you get to shoot a gun. Now, it's the same thing with trading. You're going to learn everything about trading before I'm going to tell you to take a trade. Does that make sense? Keys, I reckon if people enter the competition with idea, you know everything, then the coaching will not work, no matter what you do. No, 100%. No, that's what I'm not saying. The guys shouldn't know everything. That's why they're there to be coached. But I'm saying, but they're not meant to be spoon-fed. That's what I'm saying. Right? 100% needs to be guys that need to learn. But my thing is, take what you learn and go do it. If I tell you, for example, like Ryan, something simple, like let's just say, if I tell you after three bearish candle, the fourth candle is most likely going to be bullish, you buy it. Now, 3 of the guys go in, they buy it, and every time they're making profits. Then there's that other guy that sits there and goes, okay, the candle's bullish. So should I buy it now? Shouldn't I buy it? What must I do? Then they come back to you and they'll be like, I didn't take the trade. It went bullish, but I didn't take it. Then I tried because of FOMO. I tried to take the one afterwards. I got a bad entry. Then I get stopped. But then that was never the plan. That's not what you were taught. That's what I'm trying to say. So the guys that are getting taught, but then they don't execute what they're getting taught on.
Okay, Keegs, I just have to slip out here quickly.
Oh, sure, bro.
Just going to put it on your screen. Chad, yeah, quick one before I leave. The big thing, like with anything, with the coaching, is for you to grasp an idea, to formulate your own methodology when it comes to trading. Because ultimately, if you only take signals, if you only do all of that, your success is purely dependent on the person providing the signals. All right. You will get to a stage, I promise you, where you will be in a signals group, and the signals group is actually going to be detrimental to your own success, because you're not going to trust your own analysis, but your own analysis is actually better than the guy providing the signals. And now you're in a stage of, I don't trust my analysis because I'm paying for the signals, so these signals have to be correct. Okay, so Chad, I want to see you guys now. I just have a quick little meeting with compliance. So you are in good hands, Chad. And then also the gold. Like I said, it is stop or TP for me. It's 1%. Not going to micromanage it on the 4 hour. So yeah, feel free. If you took your profits, beautiful, call it a day. We'll see you guys at 3, but I'm coming back shortly.
Geez, where do I pay for mentorship? You brothers are superior. Appreciate it, my man. Just type in there !G. It is !G. It will take you to our website. Yeah, !G. And there you'll find our membership stuff. Or otherwise, just go in the description below, tgstrading.com. That'll be the website. Yes, you know everything. You won't be on the stream. Like, be like a sponge and absorb everything that is said. Use it to your advantage. 100% Ryan. And then the signal group and how much is signal and mentorship. It's all in the same thing, Benyo. It's all in the same thing. You get the signals with the mentorship. Live be trade with Prodigy. Yeah, there you go, right there. So just use that link over there. I'll take you to the website, and you can get everything done there. Yeah, guys, for me, I don't want to say because everyone's not going to jump off the stream, but yeah, hard for me to look at anything right now. I'm obviously very, very much bearish, so I'm not seeing dollar do a type of bearish move over here. Even when we look at the 4 hour obviously still is no top wick. But still a lot of time for this thing to, actually in the 4 hour, now close at 11. Yeah. So literally an hour left. As long as we close above this weekly pivot, I think you are good. But yeah, for me, as I said, this is my retest technically now to take the buy. But I'm not happy taking it time-wise. I'm not happy with the momentum we're seeing here. The fact we did break a range, hit the EQ and everything, and came back off it. Nothing I'm too convinced on taking right now. So we're going to see, obviously I said Nasdaq, even though it's coming back, that's off the cards for me today. US 30, a little bit of a pullback, but still nothing. Yeah, I'll probably only trade the indices in New York session. But we're gonna see what is happening over there. All right. Yo, Nighbot hitting you guys at once with everything. All right. Okay. But you know, guys, it's literally Monday, guys. It is Monday. What is there anything today on the news side? PMI. Oh damn, we got PMI today still. A much higher PMI, but I don't know about that. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, nothing for me. Thursday, unemployment claims, and Friday, pretty much nothing. Keep in mind, guys, Friday, if I'm correct, is the public holiday, so there will be no streams on Friday. Friday, we're going to go do that giveaway, that charity start giving back. So we will not be in office on Friday, so just remember that one. So literally only up until Thursday. So Thursday we got something, and today, pretty much Tuesday, Wednesday, nice clear sailing. Guys, here's a question for anyone that's here for me that is a gamer or just knows anything about PCs. Next thing for me, guys, I'm looking to upgrade my CPU. Do you guys recommend going i9 or going i7? Currently, I'm with the i5, but I personally want to go to i9. Just that overall power all around the board, because my home PC, yes, I game on it, but I do also do a lot of video editing and stuff like that there. So you got that side of it as well. But anyone that's gaming, or like I said, PC orientated, what do you guys recommend? What generation? 14th gen. Like, I'm literally looking at like the 4900 or like the 4900K. i9. Okay. I was thinking, bro, at the end of the day, like I said, it's just that thing's a beast overall, so. So it goes to get yourself a sim rig. Yeah, no, I definitely want to get myself a new rig. Yo, it was years ago that I had a proper like rig. So we'll just see with that. i9 14900. And you rate the 14900 on the 14900K. Because I see there there's a big debate around the two of them. Menzi, if you have the funds, i9. Hi, Chad and Keeks, what's up? No, bro. God, I don't want to make it sound that way. That just sounds bad. But obviously, from looking at the i9, I'm looking at the i9. You're going to pay more, but it's worth it. Okay, cool. As I say, for me, overall, like, it's worth it. I think we're supposed to get a new Intel chip this year. Oh, are we? Oh, damn. But hey, Adrian, what's up, my man? Good seeing you, yeah. You found overclocking the K. The thing is, bro, I've always said to guys, like, my thing is I personally never liked overclocking my software. But one of my software, my let's just say the setups, when it comes to my GPU, CPU, I personally don't like overclocking them. To be fair, yes, the technology today, you can't really do any severe damage with overclocking because it's all like, in a way you can overclock and it's still so protected and maintained. But I still personally don't like overclocking them. So I'd rather just spend the more money and get something that can do it more naturally, if that makes sense, than have to do overclock. Your markets are. This is Nasdaq holding that monthly S2 though. You going for a sort of course of gigs? Nah, bro. It's not at the moment. Not at the moment. It's not really for that. But don't think there'll be a need for overclocking when key setup is for gaming. Yeah. That's just saying I don't really see the need of it. I just want to touch on what you said about the mentees. You can teach them all the strategies you implement with a handful will run with it, and the majority must backtest the strategy. 100%, yeah. No, exactly. But my thing is, guys, till today, and I always say to people, that is the problem with trading till today. People constantly, even after mentorship, even after they're doing well, they're doing everything, but it's that greed. I know that it's greed. People still think there's that golden nugget, that one thing you're going to teach them that's going to make them have a 100% win rate. They're going to be clapping that they can over leverage and make big money quick and fast, and that is just not the case. So yeah, it's a funny one. I don't know. Keegs, if gold prints form a bearish candle closure below 24.25 is gonna be a sell off after that. Could be, bro. I personally wouldn't like it, but it definitely still can be. That's why I said, remember the daily 2-day cycle. So as I said, Monday, Tuesday can either lead into a continuation before a reversal.
Keek, sorry man, I hear Ryan wants to send us a package.
Ryan.
Yeah. Is Ryan Smith part of Project G?
Yes, he's the one that won the 10K.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can give it. Yeah.
Yeah, then no point 4900 will be sharp. Okay, awesome. Yeah.
Sorry, what did I miss, Keegs?
We were obviously a little bit about the mentee stuff still, but talking about PC new stuff I'm looking at for my rig at home.
Sorry, what did Caitlin say about something you buying screens like take a lot or what?
Oh, something about how Caitlin will take a lot is I am with buying screens.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But I said, bro, I was like, I'm done for now. Like, I genuinely am done for now.
Are you happy with the...
No, bro, because it's sick. I must say, yeah, so the hertz are down with the refresh rate compared to the Samsung.
Smooth.
But
It's
now the thing
smooth.
is, so what I'll use them for now is I personally will use that one for like the video editing and media stuff.
It's crisp.
And my other one I'll use for the gaming side. But that's what I said. I'm done for now because only the next time I buy my monitor is when I buy that 49-inch ultra wide.
I was thinking in the studio, you know, what would have been dope is you've got that one big one, and you literally have like almost like just a rig where you plug the entire thing in.
What do you mean?
So like a stand.
Yeah.
So when you don't use it, you like the plug is like in the stand. You just plug it out.
Oh, okay.
So it's like literally where that hole is. That is where you just plug it in. It like already has like a socket. So it's just like.
Yeah. No. This one. Yeah. I'll show you now. Not the LG. The Samsung one. I'll pull it up now for you. Nah, I'm not a fan of LG monitors.
Oh yeah, Chad, that's what I wanted to talk about. The issue with strategies is that guys will hop around. That is the big issue. You will trade with somebody. You will go full margin on 2 or 3 trades. It works out. That guy has the best thing since sliced bread. You blow up. You give up on that strategy, you go to the next. Okay, what is Keegan teaching? Okay, Keegan is teaching that. What is this guy teaching? What is Chris teaching? What is John teaching? And you never become consistent because you're just jumping. And usually Murphy's Law is that all of that jumping, you jump to a new guy when he's maybe in his losing streak.
Yeah.
And then when you look back at the other guy, is that it?
Yeah,
Day,
Andrew,
yeah.
that's the one I want.
How much is it?
29 at the moment.
That's not bad. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Wasn't it like 50?
Yeah, they're on special. Yeah. Why is this thing not doing that?
29.
But yeah, it's on.
Okay. 29 is not cheap for a screen. Let's be.
Yeah, I mean 29.
let's be
they're on
honest.
special from 47.
So you're saying CPI on a stretch and you're getting that screen. To gain confidence, yes. Yeah, Chad, I haven't gamed a lot lately, to be honest. I've just been chalked in the evenings. Like last night after our team call, literally 9:30, I was in the bed. No, what time did we finish? We finished only 9:30, 10 o'clock. You'll never be successful with jumping strategies because each time you start with a new strat, you technically start over and you never get to learn the ins and outs of the strat. Yes, Neil, 100%. 100%. Chris, did you buy the bike? Oh, Nazam, so here's my thing. I'm thinking about it this way. I'm like, okay, I don't really have time to go and train. Now I spent 30,000 Rand on a bicycle in the garage. It's cold in there. It's not an ideal environment to train in. And I'm like thinking, like if I can't even go to gym or wake up early to go to gym where it's an environment where people are training, you get there, there's some music playing. It's actually a point where you go towards that place and you actually make an effort to go there. So you're going to have to train. Then I was like, nah, bro, this is an excuse to buy the thing. And then there'll be another excuse of like, oh, it's cold in the garage. I first need to insulate the garage. I need to put some heaters in there. So no, I didn't buy it. And the issue is I can't put it in one of the rooms in the house because it's very noisy. I don't know if some of you have heard the erg bike, the rowing machine. So it's got that fan. So it's not quiet.
Yeah, those things are loud. Sorry, man. Where did I see it now? Who was asking my setup? Cameron. I've got an R5, the R5 14600K. Then I've got just 32 gigs RAM, water cooled, and then the 3080 Ti.
Brian, what do you mean that if you don't have a G9 already? Is G9's like standard now? What do you mean? Brian, what do you mean, bro? It's like, is that the screen that Kings was talking about?
Yeah, that's a G9.
Bro, how did a G9 just become like a accessory, like just standard? Like, shit, I'll just grab a G9 while we're
We're not
busy.
saying they're new, but they're brassy, bro.
Yo, bro, I'm honest. That G9 is more than my entire rig at home. I think I paid like 25 grand for my rig, 25 or 29. 29K for a screen, my bro. Yo, let's check here some big boy screens. Bro, but a new screen feels like it's like LG Ultra G9. But why is it saying 56 here, Keeks?
That's the other one. That's the other one. That's the big daddy, bro. That's the big daddy you're looking at.
Bro, but you need a PC to run just the screen. Just to put the screen on, you need like... Damn. But I see there's two here next to one another, Keeks. The LG... Oh, that's the LG Ultra Gear Odyssey 29K. Flipper Winter Special. Get free EveTech gaming glasses. Get a free pair.
Yeah, you gotta spend like 50K to get a free pair of glasses.
Yo. 49 inches. Damn.
That sounds like a great deal, bro.
Yo, dude. Yo, it is nice. I'm not. It's a beautiful, beautiful screen. Yes, I don't know if I'm at that stage in my life where I'll be spending 29K on a screen though.
You can do it, bro. You can do it, Chris.
No, what do you mean I can do it? Like what do you mean 29?
You put NFP on
Bro.
a stretcher. You can do
Bro,
it.
Yo, it's not even about NFP on a stretcher. It's about what do I tell my wife?
Say someone just gave it to you, bro. It was a donor from the chat.
Hey, Liffy, yo, can you get a nice screen? And then my wife's like, you already had like 7 screens here at home. Like, you don't need another screen.
Right, you know that's the first thing, eh? So when I was setting up the new one on Friday, Kate looks at this thing and she looks at me and she goes, "How much did you pay for this?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just carry on watching your movie. Don't leave me alone. Just pretend I'm not here."
Chat, so the majority of the monitors in this office, somewhere along the line, came through my hands. Like I sponsored it to the office. Yeah, I've got I like a nice screen. Yo, that gold coming back to entry doesn't feel nice. Yeah, Chad, I'm not gonna lie. It feels. I'm playing it cool now, like stops or take profit, but it feels cuck. This feels horrific. I'm honest. I'm honest. It felt great, yeah. Felt like a champion when I told you guys to close when it was 150 points up. Yeah, 150. There felt like a champ, and now it's like, yo, bro, did you just put 150 points on a platter and gave it back to the markets? Hey, man. Now, what are your looks that 4 hour, 8 hour, however. Yeah, what I will say is the 8 hour. If this 8 hour closes bearish, we are chalked on this position. If the 8 hour candle closes bearish below there, we are chalked. If this 4 hour closes bearish, there we're taking the chin, sweet chin music. Yeah, 39 minutes. I would have loved for this to actually flip bullish. I honestly thought that this was going to flip bullish, and because once it takes Asia highs, it's gone. It's going to the upside. Looking for actual in session positions. 80 is still strongly bullish, Chad. 80 is phenomenally bullish. It's made new highs on the session. The 80, so the 80 is not lacking any buying pressure here. It is just a case of that was a big level. There was that 200 on the 15 again. I think, yeah. Ed, I don't know. Ed should be in a short actually. Yeah.
You mentioned something earlier about the 200.
Okay, nice. So Ed taking the other side of. I don't know where Ed maybe shorted, but yeah, interesting times here for the rest of the session. Yeah, I think a lot of us could argue, a lot of traders could argue that this is some type of flag This could be the consensus that there was that break of structure, because if you pull a trend line here, if you pull like a trend line there, you can argue that that was the break, that was the retest. I don't really trade that way, so but yeah, let's see. Weekly pivot. DXY also breaking lower now, that yearly pivot level. US 30 starting to make somewhat of a comeback. Nasdaq as well. Nasdaq monthly S2, weekly S2, really doing some work getting off those lows. Even JSE futures, if you look at it on IG, is it IG markets? Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be honest, Chad. This weekly pivot is relatively key, eh? This weekly pivot level is relatively key. We're going to need to hold this if we're going to go back to the upside. Pretty key level. Not going to lie to you guys. You haven't taken anything, eh, Keeks? Listen here, so is CPI not this week, next week? Okay. Next week. Alright, Chad.
We just got PMI today, and then unemployment claims on Thursday.
So the boys are saying, do you even chart if you don't have a G9? 56,500 rand. Jeez, boys. But do games specifically need to be developed for that screen? Because how do you
Some games are thingied, like adapted to run on it, but others aren't. Then they literally have like a block screen.
really?
Oh, so some can go ultra wide, some not all games are.
Time to get a G. Nah, bro. My wife will G9 me.
Steve, shit, I'm rocking the 23-inch RG LG Flatron from 2020. Bro, the Flatron's in the other office.
Steve, so Keegan had like, I think he forgot about a screen. And Keegs was like, bro, we've got a screen at home. It's actually in the garage. We use it to hold stuff down, like a door stop. And sometimes when I park my car, I put it behind the back wheel if I don't want to pull up my handbrake. And he brought it in, and I think we forget
Chris
how
has like
heavy.
adopted this thing as like a child.
Yeah. I think we forget how heavy. So Chad, that screen is like this. Is it like 16 inch or 17 inches? Like it's not big,
it's
but
not big.
But Chad, I think the weight on it is like maybe 7 kgs. Like I've never felt a screen that heavy. Like I've never felt like the 65-inch TV we have here is like 10 times lighter than that. It's got a weight to it. It's got a girth. And I said we will never retire that screen. Like that screen will always be utilized now up until it gives its last breath. I think that screen is like 12 years old, 15 years old. What do you rate? That screen is old, my bro.
Yeah, I was with my parents when I was in school, so yeah, it's old.
I think your parents already used that like to conduct work and stuff, and then they retired it to you. Like at
They
that
never
stage,
retired to me. They got retired to the garage.
dude. At that stage, they were like, we've got the value out of it. We are retiring it now, and it went to the garage. And Keegan brought it in.
I was like, not yet.
So I still laughed. Keegan said, bro, I think I've got a screen there in the garage. And I had an idea, and he's like, but listen, the thing is old. I'm like, no, man, it can't. It's like, no, it's a Flatron. I'm like, LG Flatron. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking in my head, okay. He's like, no, it's quite a nice. And when he brought it, I was like, yo, bro, okay, when you meant old, you weren't lying. Like, you meant old. Let me see if I can find one. Just a majestic monitor, the LG Flatron. Yo, bro. It's the E42 series. No, it's, bro, the E42 is. Chad, Google can't even pick it up. LG Flatron. Wasn't in the year 2000s. These ones are new. Here's it. No, it's not even that. I don't game. It's just for trading. Damn. Okay. ViewSonic. I've got the ViewSonic curved Rian. I think I paid $6,000 for it. The gaming one. The gaming one got it for $6,000 if I'm not mistaken. 200. I think over 200 millisecond. Or 200. Is it milliseconds? The refresh rate, or is it hertz? 200, no, it's milliseconds. Hertz, yeah. So it's 200 hertz, if I'm not mistaken. Very, very smooth. Very, very smooth. And then also the same screen that Keegan has now as well, the Dell. Very nice for like images and video, like you said, not necessarily gaming, but also solid screen. Keeks, I don't think I'm gonna take anything else here. Chad, I'm in those gold longs. It's literally back at entry. If you're feeling uncomfortable, more than welcome to take it off. As I mentioned earlier this morning, daily EQ, that zone there that we marked out, I said that's where we can potentially reject. I can maybe feel like an idiot a little bit later, like, oh, that thing was up 150 points. But again, it's that's not the reason I took the trade. I took this trade based on the 4-hour. If you go into our Discord, you will see that this is a reversal setup for me. That previous 4-hour breaking that lower high there. That lower high was supposed to push lower. We flipped back to the upside. Massive pullback. And now not flipping bullish. I thought we're going to flip bullish. Let's see. I still have my full 1% risk on the table. We will see in this afternoon session. I think there's going to be a lot of smart people that are going to come out. Chris, why don't you close there? And I'm fine with that. I'll take it on the chin. I did give it to you. Some of you already reached your weekly target. But Keeks, anything from your side that you want to point out? I'm just going to throw it to your screen.
Yeah, as I said, guys, as I said, purely I'm not going to get aggressive with things. Like I said, the pullback, we could have got that retest now, and obviously is going down. We got that daily key level that is testing now. But my thing is, remember I said to you, this is still the true day cycle, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So we are going to see either, again, reversals or continuations. And the big thing for me is we do have a news event coming out today, which makes it interesting. And that's why I'm not going to be aggressive on these type of moves. The fact for me, keeping in mind, if I did a 1-to-1, 1-to-2, the fact that, for example, if this was the trade, you have literally your 25, even a 30, just because of how big the range is. Like they already, there's my 1 to 2. That like that's the trade done. So the fact for me is the trade is done. You missed the trade. This is now trying to play catch up. So I missed it. I'm okay to walk away and wait for the next opportunity. Because keep in mind, when I wanted this trade, it was different conditions. Now that this has happened, we have already seen big rejection. You've got an Asia low untested. Market conditions is different now. So you can't adapt the same approach to when I wanted that trade, because I say things are different now. And as I said, Nasdaq, don't want to look at that today. US 30, you guys know I do not like trading that in London. So that is basically the session for me. It's a Monday. Remember, this is literally the first session out of 10 for the week. So no need to be aggressive, do things stupid. And it's a long game. So play it smart, and this can be a very, very good week for us.
Chat, there we go. Rian asking about the 8-hour. Rian, you can use any time frame you want. Remember, price is fractal. 8-hour, I know the composition of an 8-hour candle is 2 4-hour candles. So the only reason I went to the 8-hour is because if that 8-hour flips bullish, I know that the next 4-hour that's going to start in the next 27 minutes will most likely be a bullish print, which will give me a break and a continuation to the upside. Somebody's saying gold is printing low lows, low highs. Gold is actually printing a range.
I was going to say, take in mind.
It barcoded.
Yeah, if you're on the 15, you had your low, you turned higher, but then you failed to break the low. So you actually are not printing lower lows anymore. You failed, and now you're ranging.
Yeah, it's just range bound here. So it's not short for me. It's not long. Like I said, today's daily candle is going to give a lot of insight as to where we go for the rest of the week. Maybe that bullish move only comes on Tuesday. I don't know. Like I said, a lot of pricing in going on. A lot of panic selling. But Chad, we are back 3 p.m. as always. And thanks so much for the support, guys. Thank you. Please go and check out Ed's section on the channel, Traders Next Door. So it's going to be tomorrow morning. Then Ed is unfortunately away for travels. I think he's got a contest. And then from next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we want to just build some consistency with it, see where we go with the show. But Traders Next Door with your host, Ed. Please go and check out Forex Insights SA. Links are in the description of that video as well. Chris, did you take your sell? Yes, Nazam. Let me just show you before I end. We still showed the guys. The sell was in and out. There it was this morning. 8th of the 5th. 8:32. That's when the position closed. It was literally a in and a out. One and done. So yeah, literally in and out. But Chad, peace and love, baby. We will see you guys 3 p.m. Trade safe, and we will see you guys there. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers, Chad.
The seasons turn and change just like your mind. Like the sun gives into the moon, into the night. Time continues marching, it slowly crawls. With each new one starting, I recall. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reap me for no reason, but I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season. memories, like you're never fading